Hey everyone, it's Boogeyman Ben. Hope everyone's doing well and everyone's having a nice weekend. This video that I'm doing is going to focus on an actor that I've always been a huge fan of. Of course, I'm talking about Kevin Bacon, who currently is starring on the hit show The Following. This is season one. I'm a huge fan of this show. I just think he's amazing as Tom Hardy. I love the whole concept. I think that it's great that Kevin Williamson, who created the Scream franchise, is involved in this and helped develop it. I also think that season two is better than season one, and I really love season one, so I'm just really a big fan of this show. The guy's been in some fantastic films like Animal House, his star-making turn in Footloose, Diner, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where he had a small part, Quicksilver, She's Having a Baby, Criminal Law, Tremors, Flatliners. I mean, he's just been in some amazing, amazing films. So I thought it only fitting that I would talk about some of the films that he's done that have been more in terms of genre, in terms of horror, suspense genre, that I've been a huge fan of for a long time because I've been a fan of the actor since I was a kid. So this is going to be my top 5 Kevin Bacon horror/suspense films. I hope everyone enjoys this. Please stay tuned. The first film, number 5, I want to talk about is the movie Trap. This came out in 2002. It has a stellar cast. Of course, you have Kevin Bacon, Charlize Theron, Courtney Love, Stuart Townsend, Pruitt Taylor Vince, Dakota Fanning. Just an amazing cast. This film was actually completely disregarded because it came out when a real kidnapping occurred within the United States. I can't remember where it actually was, but it was a huge deal, and people thought the filmmakers were being inconsiderate putting this film out during that horrible time when there was a kidnapping going on. The film deals with a couple played by Kevin Bacon and Courtney Love, names of Hickey and Cheryl, who, in a plot to extort money from the characters of Karen and Will, kidnap their daughter. And what happens is the Jennings turn the tables on them in what should have been a foolproof plan. This movie is awesome. There's a lot of suspense in this. All of the actors are great in this film. And like I said, it came out when this real kidnapping event was going on. I can't recall what it was, but it happened the same time frame that the movie was released, and critics wrote it off. It's got like an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I really don't go off of that very much because most of the reviews, I just don't listen to reviews very much. But the movie is it's very suspenseful, really good acting. It's worth checking out. So number 5 is Trapped. Number 4 on my list is Death Sentence, directed by the amazing James Wan. Excellent cast again. Kevin Bacon plays Nick Hume in this. You have John Goodman as Bones Darley. You have Kelly Preston as Helen Hume. Garrett Hedlund as Bill Darley. Jordan Garrett as Lucas Hume. Stuart Lafferty as Brendan Hume. Just an amazing cast. Nick Hume is a mild-mannered executive with a perfect life until one gruesome night he witnesses something that changes him forever. Transformed by grief, Hume eventually comes to the disturbing conclusion that no length is too great when protecting his family. That's the best synopsis I've seen without giving away too much information about the film, but it is such a great film. It is a tour de force performance by Kevin Bacon. It's just the character starts one way and ends up another as the film progresses. An amazing film. One film that I had to give a couple times of viewing before I warmed up to it because it is really heavy material and it is disturbing. And James Wan does a terrific job directing the action, the suspense, the terror. Just an amazing film. So check out Death Sentence, number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is Hollow Man, which came out in 2000. It deals with scientists discover how to make someone invisible. Kevin Bacon plays the character of Sebastian Cain, who's the head of this organization that's trying to figure out how to make someone invisible. They've been primarily testing it on animals. He decides to become the first human case, and when they make him invisible, he ends up not being able to be turned back visible, and from that point he becomes insane, and from there goes on a rampage. So Kevin Bacon plays Sebastian Cain, Elizabeth Shue plays Linda McKay, Josh Brolin plays Matthew Kensington, Kim Dickens plays Sarah Kennedy, Greg Grunberg plays Carter Abbey. Joey Slotnick plays Frank Chase, and Mary Randall plays Janice Walton. Also features William Devane as Dr. Howard. Now, there's some people that really don't like this movie, and I don't know why. I've always loved The Hollow Man. I saw it when it came out in the theaters. I had a great time with it. I thought the special effects were great then. I still think they hold up really well now. I think Kevin Bacon does a great job in this film. He already seems like an unstable person when you first see him in the film, not unlike Jack Nicholson in The Shining, but then you see him slowly become more and more insane as he's invisible for a longer period of time and they are unable to bring him back. And I thought, Elizabeth Shue, I've had always, like I just said in a video I did recently, I've had a huge crush on her for forever, and she was another main reason for watching this film. A lot of fun, a lot of great action, a lot of great suspense, very good gore as well in some scenes, very disturbing in some scenes as well. I mean, it's directed by Paul Verhoeven, who did RoboCop, Starship Troopers, just a terrific director, and I really love this film. So number 3 on my list is Hollow Man. Now, of course, Friday the 13th had to be in here somewhere. I really, like I've said in a videos past, it's not my favorite film in the Friday the 13th I prefer the ones with Jason as the main antagonist, but I still love this film very much. And I thought that Kevin Bacon did a fantastic job in the role of Jack. And, of course, he has one of the most infamous death scenes in this film with the arrow going through the neck that Tom Savini did. Just absolutely love it. I think it's a terrific film, and I think Kevin Bacon does a great job in it. So number 2 on my list is, of course, the original Friday the 13th. Number 1 on my list is the fucking fantastic film Stir of Echoes, which is a film that I love more than The Sixth Sense. What sucks is that they both came out around the same time. I think they came out a few weeks apart. I remember seeing this film in the theater. I had seen Sixth Sense already. I actually had seen it a couple times at this point. And I was blown away by Stir of Echoes, not only because I just love Kevin Bacon in it, but I just think it's such an interesting story. The basic plot of this deals with a man named Tom Witzke, who's just a normal, 9-to-5 grinder. He's married to Maggie Witzke, who's played by Catherine Erb. She's a nurse, and they discover that they're pregnant. They already have a son named Jake, who's played by pretty much what it deals with is that Jake can see ghosts. They're living in this home. They're renting this house in this neighborhood in Chicago. Everybody knows each other. It's a really tight-knit community. So one night at a party, the character of Lisa Wheel, who is Maggie's sister, she's played by Ileana Douglas, she hypnotizes Tom. And after that, he begins to see this girl's ghost in his house. Now, his son has already seen her, and that's established by the first shot of the film. But Tom begins to slowly go insane because he's trying to figure out what's going on. Why does he see her? He's starting to have visions. He's starting to have nightmares, all leading back to this girl that he keeps seeing. And it's a terrific film. It's written by Richard Matheson, who's known for doing I Am Legend. And the screenplay was done by David Koepp, who also directed. Now, David Koepp also did Secret Window, the Johnny Depp film that I'm a huge, huge fan of. But I love this film just as much. And like I've said before, I've watched this film so many times. If you have not seen Stir of Echoes, I completely recommend it. It's one of Kevin Bacon's, if not Kevin Bacon's, best performance that I've ever seen. It's a terrific film. It's very scary, very heartfelt. There's so many emotions going on in this film, and I just think it's one of the best written films. And amazing direction. And if you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Please pick up Stir of Echoes, an amazing, amazing film. So that's going to be it. Yeah, just going through some films on Kevin Bacon, some films that I think are really underappreciated. With the exception of maybe Friday the 13th, which, everybody knows about. But these are some terrific films. If you have not seen the ones that I've gone through, please give one or all of them a chance. They're excellent films. Please, if you have seen the films, let me know what you think of them in the comments below. And I'm thinking about doing this for a few more actors, just going through about like a top 5 list of films for other actors that I'm a huge fan of. So I want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this video. I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend. Take it easy. Peace.